Practically, I've learned a lot about how to frame a story. I kind of thought I knew a good amount about it before, but I've learned there's a lot that I didn't know, and learned a lot of the technical side of how to do video and audio and how to do Adobe Audition, how to do a news stand-up. Those were, and recording audio too. That was another thing, like how to get good audio. That was a skill that we learned from like Nick and Paul that I had no idea about before. I learned about how God's heart it's big. It's bigger than I can grasp, and He works all things together for His glory. And one of the ways He does that is by working in the lives of people. I think as journalists, as Christian journalists, we're showing how God works. We're also showing a lot of the pain and the reality and just the very human aspect. But if you think about what the Bible is, it doesn't ignore that either, right? Like Jesus came down to earth to be with people. And even though we already are born in this world with other people that are broken, in a sense we're doing that too. If you're in journalism, you're there to listen to people and to be with people and to understand them. So I think that is something that I learned a little bit about, and I want to learn more about because I know it's deeper than what I understand right now. So I'm in the features track for WJI, and one of the big highlights is learning from people who really know what they're doing. So not only do we get to learn from Lynn, Vincent, and Daniel Devine, we also get to learn from other people like through Zoom and stuff who are working on projects right now, and they showed us some of their projects that they're working on. There's a lot of assignments that have to kind of go from one to the other to the next, and there's not much time in between to process them. So I think just not having time to be like, okay, what did I learn? What went well? What didn't go well? How can I improve? But that being said, those 3 questions that I asked came from one of the conversations that we had with Paul. He told us to ask that. Yeah, I would say it's worth it, if you can make it. It's an investment. I would recommend if you're thinking about doing it, be sure that storytelling is important to you. And even if you aren't sure, this is a great place to find that out. You're going to get to the point where you're going to be choosing to make a sacrifice between like sleep and comfort or pursuing your story or your news piece or whatever, and you're just going to need to be motivated. At WJI, I've learned biblically objective journalism.